Did you know that over 3.5 billion searches are done per day on Google, or that 24 hours of video is uploaded on YouTube every minute? That's equivalent to over 1400 hours every hour. If you think that's crazy, then wait until you hear the rest of the facts prepared for today. In this video, I'll share 10 insane facts about technology with you that you couldn't have imagined. My personal favorite is number 9. If you want to know what it is, then I encourage you to watch till the end. If you are new here, consider subscribing so that you won't miss any other of our interesting videos such as this. 1. 92% of the world's currency is digital. Can you imagine that? This implies that a vast majority of the money you use in transacting, buying goods and services, wire transfers, etc. all exist only in digital devices such as hard drives or computers. Just an estimated 8% of the world's money is physical. At first, it doesn't seem to make sense, but if you think about it, most large transactions such as wire transfers, credit and debit card purchases are done electronically. Banks equally store money electronically. All that makes up 92%. The 8% includes all the black money obtained illegally. Such money is usually in cash to avoid the government from tracking it and to avoid paying taxes. It is worth noting that out of this 8%, an estimated $1.2 trillion of US currency is in circulation. In 1956, 5 megabytes of data weighed a ton. Wow! Can you imagine how much 1 gigabyte of data would have weighed back then? For those who love crazy math, 1 gigabyte is equivalent to 1000 megabytes. If you divide by 5, the result will be 200 tons. That's equivalent to the combined weight of 5 tractor trailers. It's insane how much technology has advanced. Today, data has miniaturized. We have hard drives with capacities in the order of terabytes that weigh under a pound. Think about it. 1 terabyte of data would have weighed 200,000 tons in 1956. That's equivalent to the combined weight of 5,000 tractor trailers. Technology is amazing, man. 3. Did you know that email existed before the World Wide Web? Obviously, sending an email back then was complicated. Sending an email required using a computer and a rotatory telephone via a service called Micronet. Micronet was a service offered by CompuServe, one of the oldest American online service providers that was founded in 1969. It used a dial-up link technology. A rotatory telephone is a classic phone system that was very popular in the 20th century. It dials numbers in a different way from the push-button systems popular today. Users had to rotate a number dial to enter digits. Most baby boomers experienced this. If you were born after 1990, chances are you haven't. 4. Did you know that domain name registrations were free till 1995? That was before the .com boom in the late 90s. No one expected the World Wide Web to become a big deal. It was a huge opportunity for people to own all sorts of domain names. In 1995, a company called Network Solutions was granted the right to charge for domain names. At the time, it was costly, with prices starting from $100 for 2 years of registration. These days, domain names sell for as low as $1 for a year, which is great. 5. Did you know that a 15-year-old named Jonathan James hacked NASA in 1999 with just a PC? He succeeded to intercept data from a division of the US Department of Defense called the Defense Threat Reduction Agency. This data included over 3,000 usernames, passwords, and messages of DTRA employees. He also accessed the source code of the International Space Station that controls temperature and humidity. That's some real damage, especially since NASA was forced to shut down all their computers for 3 weeks to fix the problem. And it cost them $41,000 overall. Obviously, consequences ensued as the guy was sentenced when he turned 16. You can imagine how much damage a kid with such hacking skills could cause. 6. The largest hard drive in the world presently is a 100 terabyte SSD. You don't want to imagine how much this would have weighed back then in 1956 when 5 megabytes weighed a ton. An SSD, meaning solid state drive, uses integrated circuits to store data persistently. It is generally used as a secondary storage in a computer system. SSD storage devices are much faster than their HDD equivalents. HDD meaning hard disk drive. It's advisable to have a combination of SSD and HDD in your computer. The SSD will be used to boot the operating system and run most applications, while the HDD is primarily for mass storage. You should have that in mind when next you plan to buy or purchase your PC. 7. 28% of IT professionals keep their career a secret from family and friends to avoid giving free tech support. Okay, I know what you are thinking. This is unimaginable. Why would someone want to hide their career from their family and friends? Why not simply say no or charge a fee for your service? But if you think about it keenly, most people find it difficult to say no for various reasons, including the fear of conflict, not wanting to hurt or disappoint someone, or the desire to be unique. Learning to say no, however, is a part of a good success strategy. According to Steve Jobs, focusing is about saying no. Warren Buffett once said that we need to learn the slow yes and the quick no. If you want to be highly successful, then learn to say no when it's necessary. 8. Approximately 6,000 computer viruses are released monthly. Sounds really scary, right? Viruses are an example of malware, malicious software programs created with the intent of harming computers, invading privacy, obtaining user accounts and passwords, among others. Viruses are created generally with the intent of making money, reselling information, playing around with an organization's system, or simply just to show off. If there were no viruses, then there wouldn't be any need for antiviruses or anti-malware in general. It goes to show the importance of frequently updating your system's protection against viruses. 9. My favorite. Did you know that in 1936, Russia built a computer that ran on water? When you think of present-day computers, it's really hard to visualize at first. Before the miniaturization of computer technology with integrated circuits carrying millions of silicon chips, computers had much larger components such as pivots, gears, levers, etc. that needed a power source to function. Courtesy of Vladimir Lukyanov, who built such a computer system using water as a power source. The computer was created to solve partial differential equations, and it had a complex system of interconnected tubes, each filled with water. It was also called a water integrator. Amazing, right? For anyone who desires to see it, it's currently found in Moscow's Polytechnic Museum. 10. Did you know that the first computer was close to 2.5 meters high and weighed almost 30,000 kilograms? That's insane. Given that it was built around the 1800s, at the time when there were no integrated circuits, it's expected. Computers at that time were made of punch cards and covered an entire room. Since the population of the US had grown so large in the 1880s, it took 7 years to complete the census and deliver results. These punch card computers were invented as a way to speed up the process. They could read 300 cards per minute at the time, which was good and much faster than manual calculations. Of course, this speed is negligible compared to our present-day speeds. Those were 10 insane facts about technology for you. It makes you want to contemplate how much technology has evolved over the years. Which, according to you, is the most weird or unbelievable? Please kindly share with us in the comments. Are there any other crazy tech facts you know about? Feel free to share with us too. Please give this video a thumbs up and share with all your contacts on social media. Check out these videos we've picked for you to enjoy next. Until next time, remember that best tech is your best bet.